Is Chicago going?
It's great. It's really exciting, and there's a lot of energy here. And last night at the convention was just electric. I don't know how else to to really phrase it. It was amazing.
Yeah, I watched a bit of it on NBC last night, and that was the words a lot of them kept saying over and over. It's just the crowd was super electric. So you were in the arena?
I was, yeah. It was fantastic.
Well, cool. I know this is a super exciting week for the Democratic Party. And we've been introducing kind of some new things with platforms as we look ahead to the future. Have you gotten a chance to look at some of those platforms in the party?
Yeah, I mean, there's been some discussion about it, but I think that mostly what this week is about more than anything, of course, is celebrating our nominee for president, and that's Kamala Harris. And I will tell you, I have been a member of the Democratic Party for a very long time. It's rare that you see the party as united as everyone is right now to support Vice President Harris's candidacy. People are so excited going into fall. And if I could say this as well, I've been talking to a lot of people in Michigan who honestly just not very politically active. And for some folks, people who either they haven't voted in a long time or maybe they've never voted at all, asking me how to register to vote because they so badly want to participate in the election this November. And when I say to them, well, what's making you want to vote if you haven't voted in several election cycles or you've just never registered to vote at all, why now? And so many of them have said to me, because I find Kamala Harris to be so inspiring, I can't wait to cast my ballot for her. And so, that's a wonderful thing to hear.
Well, so what are you most excited for with this ticket with Harris and Walz?
I think they're both incredible people. And they support amazing policies that I think are great for the residents of the state of Michigan, but they're really great for all Americans. And Kamala Harris is a person of such great character. She's shown that time and time again. She's as qualified as you could possibly get for this particular position, having served as vice president, United States senator. I think the best qualifications that she was a state attorney general, and then of course also a district attorney before that. But I will say this, and again, I might be a little biased about this, but I think people who have served as attorney general tend to, make amazing presidents or when they're serving in a higher office sort because of the experience that they have protecting consumers and seniors and workers and students and the environment. It's just a vast array of knowledge that I really think allow her to understand the needs of the many different communities that she serves.
Well, how important is Michigan in this election?
I think we can't understate the importance of Michigan, right? We are a absolutely key, pivotal, essential swing state. So in a way, and I hate the fact that this is true through the electoral college system, but your vote matters in Michigan in many ways more than it might if you lived in another state. So, I'm really encouraging just every single person made it easier than ever to vote in the state of Michigan. 9 days of early voting, no reason absentee voting. There's really no excuse for not participating in our system of democracy, irrespective of who you're supporting. But to me, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are just a fantastic ticket, and they've really shown the fact that they care deeply about the people of our state.
Are there any initiatives or policies this campaign has put forward that you're really excited about, especially as it relates either to your role or for us here in Michigan?
Well, firstly, I'm excited about all of the many initiatives that Vice President Harris has talked about in regard to protecting consumers, right? And so whether we're talking about, capping the prices of essential life-saving medication, whether we're talking about the fact that she wants to go after price gougers, which is something, of course, that she did as an attorney general, student loan forgiveness. She wants to help students so that they can move on in life and they're not, forever tied down with an albatross around their necks from these, exorbitant amounts of money that they had to spend on their education. I'm excited about the fact that she cares deeply about climate change and that she wants to make sure that, we live not just in a country, but in a world where people feel like they have a future. These are all things that are incredibly important. But I will say this, we worked very hard in the state of Michigan to ensure that we have reproductive rights. And as most people know, in 2022, in response to the overturning of Roe v. Wade, we passed Proposition 3, reproductive rights for all, and that became embedded in our Constitution. But I think what a lot of people don't know or understand is the fact that if Donald Trump becomes president again, he can and likely will pass a federal abortion ban. So it just won't matter what our laws say in Michigan, because a federal ban will supersede everything that we've accomplished in our state, where you have Kamala Harris, who has said that she will sign into law federal, again, not just abortion, but birth control, which now many Republicans are going after, for IVF, which you see the Republican Party now going after. So you couldn't have more diametrically opposed campaigns or policies or positions. But the thing that is very important to me as a longtime prosecutor is with Kamala Harris, you have somebody who has spent her career not just abiding by the law, but enforcing it, whether we're talking about, sexual abusers, domestic violence, certainly people who have committed fraud, people who have committed election law violations. She has enforced all those laws. And many, many of those laws, Donald Trump has broken. He's violated those. So you really do have a case here of a career prosecutor versus a career criminal.
I think those are all my questions for you, but is there anything I haven't asked you about that you feel like our community here in Northern Michigan would need to know?
I don't have one specific thing. I think that many of the policies, of course, that Kamala Harris supports are supportive of people all around the state of Michigan. And that's why I'm really enthusiastic about this campaign and can't wait to cast my ballot for the Harris Walz ticket.
Well, is there anything else you're looking forward to the rest of the week in Chicago?
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, Barack Obama is speaking tonight. There are many other great featured speakers, including, of course, the vice president who will be closing things out on Thursday. But, it's just been exciting to be around so many people who are so enthusiastic about the future of our country.
Well, AG Nessel, thank you so much for your time today. I super appreciate it and enjoy Chicago.